We found out last week what happened. We are still waiting the details of the Solicitor General's response. That's said to be quite scathing. So what do we know about this inquiry?
What we know about it so far is the Solicitor General did conduct that initial legal inquiry. Of course, to remind viewers, Scott Morrison took on Treasury, Finance, Health, Resources, Industry, Home Affairs, without telling anybody, including the Minister involved in a lot of cases. The Solicitor General found out that he was able to do that. That was valid. But of course, the secrecy raised a number of questions about the ability of others to hold the government to account. The second inquiry is going to be a lot more far-reaching. Why it happened, how it happened, who knew, what the implications are. Anthony Albanese, the Prime Minister, said what Scott Morrison did undermined democracy, and he's going to need to be held to account.
Talk us through the implications. What could be the possible consequences for Scott Morrison at this point?
Well, there are a range of possibilities. One would be assent to the motion in Parliament. I mean, it looks bad, but really it is little more than a slap on the wrist. The Green Party is calling for a royal commission into this, which would be much more wide-ranging and potentially serious. And even members of Scott Morrison's own party are saying, look, he needs to quit Parliament now, resign as member for the seat of Cook. But that would, of course, spark a by-election and a whole range of other problems. There are, of course, likely to be others involved in this as well. Anthony Albanese saying there must have been officials that knew this was going on. Who were they? Why did they do nothing? And do they need to be held to account? One person likely to avoid any consequences is the Governor-General, who is the symbolic head of state in Australia. He swore Scott Morrison into these positions, but he says, well, he was just following the instructions of the government, and it was really up to Scott Morrison to communicate that he had done it. But the key intention here is to close this loophole and prevent it from ever happening again.